Monday, everybody. Cheers from Tilly the RV, aka Red Barn Consulting. Um, Kind of a dreary Monday here in Connecticut. It's all good though. We're getting a new furnace installed in the Reno house, which is, yes, hot running water. It's a good thing. So I want to dive right into my Monday email because I'm talking about something that is incredibly important and what bogs people down in so many areas of their life. So let me just pull it up and we will get started. So good morning. Of course, I did this morning and not at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's been a crazy Monday. So forgive me on that one. Happy Monday and happy March. Time for a refill of Java because today is going to be a doozy of a work-filled fabulousness. Hashtag girl has goals. Today, I want to talk to you about filters. No, not the shitty Instagram filters that can make a pig look like a blooming petunia, but filters in your life. Too many of us let shit get in the way of what we want to do, where we should be, and who we should align with. I do it all the time, and trust me, it's something I'm really working hard on. The reality is, every single day you get a do over. You wake up, you start fresh, and you can make your day, your week, your month, your year, your life, any freaking thing you want it to be. Yet, we let things get in the way. We let people get in the way. We let ourselves get in the way. Ouch. In come the filters. You know, this all starts with you. Get your head in the right spot. Know you are invincible. Know you have power. Know you are just amazeballs. That's the quote unquote ourselves part of the shit that we let get in the way. I've talked about this ad nauseum, so no need to go over it again. But if you want to refresh, head on over to YouTube/Cindy Donaldson, where I record all my old emails. Like I said, sidebar, I eventually want to get to the hundreds upon hundreds of older emails that I have, and I'll start recording them on YouTube. But again, priorities of what's important. So when you empower yourself, you'll be able to put the other filters in place. So the filter of things, clear the clutter. Minimalism has its perks, and I'm preaching from my 100 square foot tiny house, Tilly the RV, but you don't have to go to that extreme. What I'm encouraging you to do is get rid of shit that doesn't serve you. I was famous, and I mean famous, for picking things up from one pile and putting them in another. My desk was always filled. It distracted me, it made me less productive. And my office was filled in every corner. I held on to everything until I purged. When we staged the house for sale, my office was a desk, a computer, and an orchid on that desk. I had one painting on the wall, one bookshelf that had two baskets on it. That's it. The sense of calm was unbelievable. Another sidebar here. I was always a collector of things, and my office kind of just was that haven for all the stuff. So I would bring mail in, and I would try to clean it, but I don't have the brain that easily organizes. And I, as kitschy as this sounds, I bought Marie Kondo's book and I followed it. I picked things up if they didn't spark joy in me. I either donated them, I threw them away, or I gave them to my kids or family members. It was really life changing. So if you are like me and struggle with this, how to organize and clutter, get that book or hire a professional organizer. What I can tell you is the clutter is just not good. So I encourage you to go room by room. Get rid of anything that you haven't used, touched, worn, or thought of in the past year. Sentimental items, be careful how you classify them. Here's a tip. If your kids have moved out, give them those family heirlooms that are just sitting in the attic. Gift them all of that artwork you've saved since preschool and start dividing up the holiday ornaments. It truly is life-changing. My kids didn't really love the fact that I started giving this stuff. I'm like, listen, when I die, you're going to get it anyway. So now if you don't want it, do something with it. But it is now yours to have. Filter the time. You don't need to go to every meeting, every social event, every freaking Zoom call. Learn the art of filtering what serves you, not the other person. This is about saying no, and I've talked about this before as well. You want to clear your calendar for building out your dreams and hell yes to the self-care. When you are cluttered to the brim with meeting after meeting, including all those charitable boards you sit on, what's left for you? Not a damn thing. The number one reason I can't work in corporate America is because employees tend to be slaves to meetings back to back. And then so many of you have to work after hours to get the damn work done you discussed in all those meetings that you could easily have been on an email. Learn to set boundaries in your time. Non-negotiable, hard stop, not today, Satan. Me time. It's all about the me time. So I know, like in a job, sometimes you have to have meetings, but it is a-okay to say, hey, can we handle this in an email because I've got this on my plate. So a lot of people just love to have meetings because of the social interaction, but they don't often consider. So if you're a leader or a manager or a business owner, really think about that next time you schedule a meeting just for the hell of it, because it does suck the life out of other people. And I'm guilty of that too, because I love the social interaction. Filter the info. Damn. With social media, this isn't easy, but please filter what you see on the internet. Just because it's out there doesn't make it true. Also, filter how much time you spend infusing your brain with useless crap. Lastly, don't read the news first thing in the morning. It will suck the life out of you. So, this is why when I work with people who are really struggling to get from A to B, I have them block their time. I do this in my calendar. So from 5 to 7 every morning is me time. I tell you how I ease into my day. That is non-negotiable. I do not schedule a meeting. I don't do anything. And then I have times during the day, like you can grab a spot on my calendar if you want, but certain blocks of time are not there. And that's on purpose because that's me time. Anyway, filter the people. The hardest one because it's personal, but surround yourself with the good, the people who serve you, the people who lift you up. This goes beyond the toxic people. It's about carefully choosing who you spend your time with and why. Don't let anyone steal your thunder, steal your dreams, or tell you that you are anything less than amazing. It's abusive and you don't deserve it. More importantly, they don't deserve you. Stand up, be heard, learn to end relationships that aren't good for you. And moving forward, carefully choose who you befriend, who you work with, who you date, who you hang out with, who you live with, who you do anything with. You should surround yourself with who matters deeply. Typo there. What filters do you need? It's a new month, a new week, a new day. Totally up to you. Hit reply and let me know what you're working on. Cheers and let's crush it. So that's my email with a bunch of other stuff for Monday. But, a friendly reminder that what you let into your space, into your mind, into your soul can derail you from what you're trying to get done. And it all starts here, right? It really does. So when you empower yourself to be, build your confidence so you can stand up and say no to that meeting or get rid of crap that doesn't serve you. Holding on to a card that, your Aunt Lizzie gave you for your 15th birthday, if it's seriously in a box and you haven't looked at it forever and it's, cluttering up the bookshelf, then why do you have it? Or why do you have a book that you got at a conference that you never read? Because you paid for the conference and paid for the book? No. So I am very careful now what I let into my life. Obviously, I live in 100 square feet. And seriously, right now, like Dave and I need to purge again because we've been living in a winter climate. So we have like just a lot of stuff that we normally don't have. And plus, we're also, living in the RV in wintertime in Connecticut. So there's just stuff is piled up and it gets cluttered very quickly in 100 square feet. So we need to be super diligent that anytime we bring something in, something has to go out. And it's a really good rule to live by. So set those filters, have an amazing rest of your Monday. And I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of writing to do today. So that's what I'm going to head off and do. And then I got to head into the house later because we're installing floor in room number 2. Got room number 1 done yesterday. So we're in the home stretch of the home reno. So I'm pretty excited about that. See you on Thursday. Bye.